How's it going, Ole Miss soccer fans? The second time during this offseason, we're getting the chance to catch up with senior Channing Foster. Channing, we talked during the offseason when there was some uncertainty. Now you've got a schedule ahead of you. In fact, you're almost a week away from the first match of the season. How did camp go? What was that like with your team as you guys were able to get back out and practice with one another?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was so exciting just to finally get back out on the field. Everybody had put in a lot of work in the off season, and it definitely showed. And there was a lot of uncertainty going into camp if we were, going to have a season, if we would have games at all. But I think that we all just stayed really focused and committed the whole time, and now we have a schedule. So I'm so excited.
We talked about this too in the summer about you being the active leading goal scorer in the SEC coming into 2020, but just knowing you, there were things that you were going to want to get better at. You were going to continue to want to improve on. What were some of those things that you wanted to work on during camp as you guys geared up for this first match?
Well, like I said before, I was really focusing on my right foot in the off season, just developing and getting more comfortable. And it was over the break, I didn't have people to play against. So I was working on it, but at the same time, you never really know how much improvement you've seen until you finally get to play against people. So getting to, kind of put those skills to the test and see how different things had paid off definitely was something that I was working towards and working on during camp. So.
When you say you don't know until you're measuring it up against someone else. Ashley Orcus is a pretty good keeper to be able to go up against every day at practice. She mentioned how going up against you and some of your other forwards helps her get better. What about you going up against a player like her at
Oh
practice?
my goodness. I would say Ashley's the best keeper in the SEC. She's so good. So getting to play against her every day is definitely very humbling. It's definitely really good to compete against her every day, especially to get ready for games because she's so good.
Particularly when you're going up against all SEC keepers this season. That's a pretty good challenge to have at practice. We're familiar with you, familiar with names like Molly and Haley Stackpole, who have been scoring for the past couple of seasons at a high volume. Who are some names maybe we're not familiar with that have impressed you at camp this year that might be finding the back of the net for the Revs?
Honestly, all of our offensive players have really impressed me. I mean, you got Pez. Everybody will tell you her left foot's lethal, but she can finish with her right foot too. People don't always seem to realize that going into it, but she can. Lonnie, obviously, her speed is just deafening. She's so good. She's finding the net. Ramsey Davis, she's a freshman coming in. She'll be really good. Trying to think, I don't want to leave anybody out, but I feel like we have so many new players and returning players that are just really big offensive threats. I feel like our offense has really improved a lot and has a lot of potential going into this season.
You mentioned a lot of underclassmen. How have you tried to take a bigger leadership role this year in leading this group? Get ready for another season.
Yeah, I think it's just been kind of a different experience altogether because we didn't have the spring to prepare, and then bringing in all the new guys this season, just with the inability to, like I said, prepare in the spring. We used to do so much film and shape stuff, so trying to figure out ways to do that in the summer and then this preseason, it was a little hard to do. So it's taken some of us older people, just if we play the same position as somebody, being like taking them under our wing and saying, hey, whenever you're in this position, do this. And just, I guess, learning from each other. Obviously, our senior class is pretty close. So being able to rely on each other to pick each other up. And if I don't know how to go about something, being able to turn to Pez or to Molly and say, hey, can you help me out with this? They've definitely been really good people to rely on.
So September 19th, Texas A&M. It's your fourth season. What will September 18th be like? Do you sleep well before a first match of the season? Are the nerves high, the anxiety high, or at this point, are you just a professional about getting ready for these opening matches?
I think I'm a bigger adrenaline junkie. I'll get really, really hyped up. I don't always sleep the best night before a game, not necessarily from being nervous, more just being super excited. and this whole next week, I'm just gonna be so excited the whole time. Like as it's leading up, I cannot wait.
We've had some good matches with Texas A&M in the past couple of years, so it's sure to be a good one to start the season off. Channing, again, second time we've gotten to catch up. It's always a joy, and best of luck as you guys gear up for this final season opener for you.
Thank you so much, Seth. Good to talk to you.